Hey guys, how's it going? It's Zahait here, and we're back with a brand new episode of Shapes 2. And in the last episode, we started setting up our, layout or getting our resources all lined up so that we could start working on a map. And we've got it all set up here. Now, I know there's like 10 trillion different ways to set this up, but I'm thinking what I want to do personally, which may or may not be what you guys are doing on your own world, is I think because I have 4 belts coming in per layer, I think I want like the first belt of each layer to just be the layer 1 of my shape. This can be layer 2, layer 3, and layer 4. So we're gonna have to sort that all out. I'm gonna have different levels, so I'm gonna have to mix them, which is gonna get a little bit funky because I'm gonna have 3 belts. Yeah, we're gonna have 3 belts. I don't know. I think I want to do this, so this will be going into layer 1, this will be going into layer 1, and this will be going into layer 1. Just for example. And then the same thing on all of these. And then we can kind of do layer 2, layer 3, layer 4. I think that's not a bad way of doing it. So let's start with that concept for now, and maybe I'll change my mind later, but I think we're going to start with that for now. And you guys are saying in the comments of my last video that in the receiver, wherever the receiver is... Hello? Receiver? Receiver, apparently, in here, we can... Oh, is that what this is? Random operator shape. Let's... Whoa! What did I do? We need a wire. Let's connect that, and if I put a display... Is that my shape? It is! Okay, so that's where we get that from. Now, I think what we want to do is have a platform that's just gonna work on breaking that thing down for us. So how do I want to do this? Let's get a receiver. We're gonna need a wire. Wire bridge. I just want a regular wire, I think. And then what we can do is unstack. And where do I want to put this? I don't think I want to put it here. Let's go down here with it. I don't like the belts. I don't like the wires as much in this one as I did in part number 1. Okay, so that's going to be unstacked 1 time. Now, do I need to separate the top layer of the shape? Can I flip this? I think we want to flip it. So if I do that, the top layer will go this way. Okay, that's good. That means the not top layer, everything else, should go this way. Okay. And then once again, if I copy that and I paste it, the 3rd layer will go here, hopefully. And we should be able to copy this. That'll be the 2nd layer, and then the 1st layer will be here. Okay. I think that's right. These should be empty right now, which they appear to be. Okay, just to see if this is gonna work, I'm going to connect a stacker. And if I connect both of those into here... Okay! Why is it showing a crystal? There shouldn't be a crystal. Oh, no, there is. Wait a minute. Operator 0. Oh, because when you stack them, you break the shape. Okay, so I think that's showing me what's gonna come out. It's gonna be broken. So if I do that, okay. And then, just for example, if I stack 2 of these guys, we should end up with output on all of them. We do. Okay, so this is working. We can get rid of all this. Get rid of all this. All of this, all of this. And even these things, because I can just go like that. And maybe what we want to do is leave a little bit more room. So we'll go up here. Okay, now instead of doing this, I think we want to start breaking this into quarters. Do we want to start breaking this into quarters right now or later? I think later, right? I think right now all we want to do is get a transmitter times 4. Yeah. And we gotta set each of these to a different channel. Okay. So there we go. Now we've got ourselves a signal that we can use. Now this doesn't have to be here, but we'll keep it here so it's nice and tight, nice and tidy. And then let's just start with 1 layer to start with, just to get this thing working. And then we'll work from there. Why won't that go there? Okay. There we go. We'll get each of the shapes going. So this is going to be our layer 1 stuff. And what do I want to do with all this? Do we want to... Maybe we just want to get it on a big old platform. Do we want to just get it on a big old platform? I don't see why not. We're going to need room. I think we're going to need more room. So, you know what we can do? Oh, this is not gonna work. I was gonna say we could haul them all to the same spot. Like if this is layer 1 and this is layer 1 and these 2 are layer 1, but the problem is I'm not gonna be able to get all of these other ones out of here. Okay, you know what I think we do? I think we just get a big old juicer like this. And something like this. Big old juicer. Okay, so now all of our stuff is going to be on one factory. All of our shapes. And I think what we're going to do with this is try to get all of our level 1 stuff together and see how this works. I just gotta find a nice spot to do it. Okay, there we go. I don't know if this is great or not, but we'll figure it out on the fly. So now we've got 4 shapes, and we've got a signal for our top shape, which I guess can just be layer 1. So let's do something with this. We're gonna have to break it down into components. And I'm trying to figure out where I want to do this, because we still need room for our other belts. And this is probably going to get messy very quickly. Whatever, we'll just bring it out here for now, and then we'll deal with it after. I'm going to put this on here, just so that we always know. This should be a receiver. Okay, and we'll make sure it's connected to the right thing. Come on. There we go. This is going to be channel 4. There we go. So we've got a shape coming out. Now what we need to do with this is break it down. We're gonna cut it. So we're gonna need one of these. And we're also going to need to rotate it and cut it again. Hang on. Let me see what I get out of this. Okay, we're getting the east half, obviously. Now if I rotate it, Where did the rotators go? Logic gate, building, rotate. Okay, so we'll take this guy actually. And we'll put it right there, and then we'll cut it again. And then what do we want to do? Rotate it backwards? We can't rotate it backwards. It won't let us. So we have to go 3 times forwards? We can only rotate clockwise. So if we do this, what does this give us? Hopefully it gives us 1 corner. Perfect! We've got ourselves a corner. You'll love to see it. Okay, then what we need to do is rotate it 1 time. Wait, what did I do here? Oh, did I cut instead of paste? Or instead of copy? Copy. Okay. And this will be all the same? Question mark? Wait. No, that's fine. Except we don't need to rotate it that many times. Is that right? Yes, that is right. Now if we rotate this 2 times and copy all of this up to here, we should end up with the other corner. That is actually empty in this case. And then if I rotate this 3 times and copy all of this, we should end up with the last piece that we need once I connect it together. There we go. Okay, so we've got each piece, which is perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. And just because I know we're gonna need to do this at some point, I'm going to add jumpers. Oh, it's gonna make a mess. It's gonna make a mess. Maybe we move this whole thing over 1. There we go. I don't know. We'll just slap these down for later. Okay, so now what I need to do is start hacking these things into bits and finding out if these pieces match them or not. And if they do, then we're good. So let's delete some of this. I copied this thing up here out of the way for now. And let's see if we can start getting a cutting kind of factory going. I don't know if this is the greatest way to do this or not, but do we want to destroy the other half or do we want to save it? I think we have to save it. I think we have to save it. So if we do something like this, okay, then we're gonna have to rotate each of them. And then we're gonna have to cut it again. Oh, we don't have room for this. Hang on. Hang on. This is not gonna be pretty. Okay. So there we go. We've got 1 belt for each corner. And then all we need to do is compare, oh god, each of those belts to each of these signals. How am I gonna do that? Oh no. Logic gates equal. We need to like belt reader. Ooh, yeah, that's what we want. We want the belt reader. Now we're gonna need more room. This not gonna fit like that. Okay, we'll get rid of all this. And I wonder if this makes more sense. Can I flip this? Where did that thing go? Belt reader. Detects and displays the speed and contents of a belt. So if we flip it, that's good. I'm not gonna have room for all of this, which is not good, but we're just gonna keep going and we're gonna worry about the rest of it after. Okay, so that is gonna give me some signals. Now what I need to do is get all that out of there. Why is it saying it's thinking? detects and displays the speed and contents of a belt. Okay, so what we need is a logic gate that says equal. Right? I think. Equal, like this. And then what we can do is say if that is equal to any of those. So we're gonna need a bunch of ors, right? Whoops. Or. I think... Let's break these off for a second. I don't think we need them anymore. We're gonna stick that in there. We're going to stick that in there. I'm gonna have to move this over one. This one doesn't really need to go anywhere. Okay, that one will go in there, and this one will go in there. So if any of those are correct, then we need to open the gate. Right? Open the gate, close the gate, open the gate. What's this? Pipe gate. Ooh, I see. Okay. Like this? Okay, so check mark means it goes forward. And otherwise it's going in the garbage. I don't really need a garbage. We can just have it be blocked off, I think. But let's see. Is this right? How do I change what it's displaying? I don't know if I can. So I don't think I need this equal sign. In fact, I don't even think I need this because that should just work, I think. I don't actually know what kind of signal I'm getting from here. If it's working, then this belt shouldn't be on. Let's get a bridge. Can this go over stuff? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That is not great. We're gonna need jumpers, aren't we? That really sucks. So we'll go maybe like this. And we can put this guy down here. Okay. And then... that's actually gonna be okay. Right? We can do something like that. And then something like this, where the belts will just, hopefully... Ah, see, it's sending them all. And I don't want them all to be sent. I wish I knew what it was exactly that it was reading here. I feel like it should be reading... Hang on, can I get a display on this thing? Oh, there we go. Okay, and then what does this one give me? 1. That is not exactly what we wanted. Okay. So there is our system. Now the problem is I need to be able to copy that 3 more times. We're gonna need way more room for all this. I don't know a better way to do this, and you guys are probably gonna yell at me, but I kind of need this. I kind of need this part to fit in here. And then again, oh no. Oh no. I was off to a good start, but this is not going to work. Because I think we've pretty much got it. It's massive and it's ugly, but I think we've got it. Check it. Copy this over. And there we go. Maybe I'll just move this up one more. Because we can. Maybe I'll move... Actually, maybe I'll just move all this up one more. You know, we got a little bit more room here for activities. Okay, something like that. The problem is, that is a lot of room for one corner. And I guess I don't need this. Because we're done. Once I get to this point, we're done. So maybe I clean this up a little bit. We don't need any of these crossers anymore. And that is it. Once we get to there, we're done with one shape. Oh my god, one shape. I need to do this 3 more times. And maybe what we'll do is we'll start with this piece. Okay. Okay. And you know what? I could probably take all of this over to the edge of the map. I'll have to rewire a little bit, but it'll give me a tad more room. Whoops. Okay. Okay. It's not pretty, but it'll work. So guys, I've been trying to figure out a way to get all this to fit on one layer, and I just don't think it's gonna work. I think what we're gonna have to do, and I don't want to, but I think what we're gonna have to do is take our wires and send it up to the top. And I think it's gonna be fine. Not up to the top. We'll go up a level. Oh, I can't? I can't go up a level? Okay. 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 Hang on. So then I guess we take everything except for the receiver. And we take that up a level. Right? Okay. Hear me out. We'll do that. We'll get these belts out of here. I don't think I need these belts. Not right now. This is not the best. I'm not super happy with this. But let's get at least one layer sorted out here. And we'll figure out what the heck we're gonna do with it after this. But we can't have a nothing, so we're gonna have to take this and we're gonna have to go down. Now, this doesn't need to be here. And we've already taken all of the wires out, which is good. Which is good. I'm just gonna need 3 more of those systems. Okay, and let's delete all of these belts for now. Okay, so I'm gonna need 4 of these. Right, let's get 4 of these going. And we'll see where we can fit them. We should have tons of room. I would like them to be kind of lined up, hopefully. Okay, something like that. We've got tons of room, so maybe I'll expand them just a touch. We'll leave a little bit of room in between. 3 belts in between, or 3 squares in between. Could have gone a little bit more. Okay, so we could do something like this maybe, and then what we'll do is we'll get all of these going. We're gonna need some room in between for the wires for the signals to come down. And maybe we can keep only 1 belt in between, or 1 tile in between. I think something like this should work. Now we're going to need a reader to send that signal up to the top. Okay, so that is going to read the belts, and then we're going to need filters to decide whether or not we're actually going to use that signal. And I don't know where to put these just yet. Whoops. Okay, so we'll do something like that. Now, what I need to do is get these signals from here up and into each one of these. Now, this is not going to be the nicest, is it? So I think we can turn every second one of these around, and that'll give us a lot more room. And I don't need all of these crossers 2 times. Okay, we'll take this guy and we'll flip it around. Okay, make sure all those are connected, and then we're gonna need to connect these guys all together somehow. Okay, guys, we're getting real close to something that I'm willing to show you. It's still not great, but it's better than nothing. So what we've done is I've got these cutters here. You've already seen them. They go to a setup like this, and I've got these guys up here set up quite tightly. So these are the readers. I just come over and up and right into a line that checks if anything is equal. And it's not quite wired up yet. I'm gonna have to go and put a bunch of crossing belts and all that jazz in here, but we'll get there. And what I should be able to do now, I think, is copy this. Hang on, let me copy this whole thing, and by copy I mean cut. And then we should be able to stick this somewhere in here, hopefully. And then I just need one more somewhere in here, hopefully. And we actually have a ton of room. This is great. Maybe we can make this look a little bit better. Hang on, let's see if we can do it or not. Whoops. We'll copy this. And we'll paste it here. This should be fine. We'll paste it like that. So that is one whole machine, just like that. Now if I cut all of this out of here. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just do it. We're gonna cut all of this out of here. And hold up. Let's do this so that I don't cut something I don't want. We're gonna cut everything off the main floor. And we'll cut all this too for now. We've got this set up here that should be everything, hopefully. Okay. Now if I go up a floor and we cut all of this, but we leave this, okay, perfect. Now if I cut this whole thing, whoops, we copy this whole thing and we put it so that we can hopefully fit 4 of them in here. Oh, it's gonna be tight. I don't know. Oh, it's not gonna fit. It's not gonna fit. It's so close to fitting. Maybe we stagger them just ever so slightly. You know, maybe we just ever so slightly. Okay, something like that, and then we mirror the other side. Is that good? Did we do it? I think we may have done it. I think we may have done it, guys. Okay. So then what we need to do is connect this guy into here, connect this guy into here, connect this guy into here, and connect this guy into here. Okay, okay. And then what we need to do is we should only be getting one of each of these. So somehow we're gonna have to connect all of, I guess, oh, because it's mirrored, it's not gonna be perfect. Somehow I need to connect this belt with this belt with this belt with this belt, and then do that to all of them. Okay, I think I got them all connected. The only thing left to do now is connect all of these wires. And to do that, we're going to need a whole bunch of crossing belts. Wait a minute. What are these doing here? I guess I don't have to get rid of them. We're gonna end up putting them back anyway. Okay, we're gonna need a whole bunch of crossing wires. And I guess we just have to pick which one we want to be the first one and go from there. So maybe we'll do that, and then all of them except for that one will cross, and then all of them except for that one will cross, and then all of them except for that one will cross. Yeah? Something like that should work, I think, in theory. We just gotta copy that everywhere, and before we do the copy, maybe, you know what, let's delete this. Before we do the copy, maybe we should add the rest of these wires in. Did that override the bridge? I think it overrode the bridge. Okay, hang on. Then we're gonna have to place these one at a time. I don't need that there. There we go. I hope this is right. I guess we'll find out shortly if it's not. Okay, let's just finish connecting these wires in, and hopefully we end up with something reasonable. Unfortunately, this entire factory is only making us one stupid layer of one stupid belt. So, that's not great, but it's a start. Once we finish connecting all these wires in, it should be working. And we can check it. Uh-oh, something is not working. Oh, hang on. Hang on. There we go. What kind of shapes do we want? That's not gonna work. Come here. What if I put it here instead? Okay, so we want square, top left, we want star, top right, and we want circle, bottom left. And that is not what we're getting. Hey, did I get rid of one of the rotators at some point? Is that better? Top left, bottom left, top right. Hang on. What? Somehow I need 4 rotators in each of these. Okay, something like that. There we go. Star, top right. Circle, bottom left. Square, top left. Okay. So now, where's my trash? Let's just hook this thing up for a quick second. And we should start getting the right items. Hopefully. Oh boy. Okay, so now this is going to be making us... What is this going to be making us? One layer. One layer. Now what we have to do is start stacking these things on top of each other, which shouldn't be that bad. It should be pretty easy. So let's get rid of this. And what we're gonna want to do is get a tile. Okay, we'll get a tile. And we're gonna want to start bringing these guys in. Okay. Now, what we need to do is stack these two together and stack these two together. Unless there's an empty one, then we need to bypass them. Ooh. So I think to do this, we're gonna need 2 stackers. 3 sets of stackers? We're gonna need 3 sets of stackers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we can copy that and we can put it over here. And then we're gonna need one that stacks both of those things together. Okay, now what we need is to send these guys in to the back here. And send these guys into the top here. Whoopsie daisy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Into the top here. Now what we need to do is make a bypass. Because if these guys, if the bottom belt is full, then we don't want these guys going this way. We want them going this way. So, I think I need to move this over one. Which means I'm probably gonna have to move this over one. Okay, so now what we can do is we can get our wires and we can get our reader and we will check if this belt is empty and we will check if this belt is empty. And I think all we're doing is checking for null. So if null, we need an equals. If null equals this, then we will bypass. Where's my filter? And we will just go right on by this guy. And it is backwards. So we'll cut it and we'll flip it around. Okay, so if it's null, we'll bypass, and I think we need a not gate in there. So not, there we go. And then we'll bypass and we'll go into here. Okay. We also want this output to go into here, I think. Oh, this is gonna start getting real messy. Because now I need to check if... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, that's right. Then now I need to check if this one is null and bypass this one. Oh... So we're going to copy this part. And you know what? I don't need that much of it. Let's just copy this part of it. And how do I want to do this? I don't know. Okay, we'll do something like that. So if... Whoa, what the heck? If this is null... then we want to bypass this one, which really, really sucks. Now I think we can throw these guys, wireless transmitter and receiver, so we can throw this over to here, which will allow us to do something like that. Okay, and then the same thing as last time. We want this to be a knot. So let's put a knot in here. And then this guy needs to bypass into here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I've got this side set up, I think. You know what I'm gonna do? Actually, we're going to delete this part because I don't like having that up on the second floor. And what I've done on this side is I made it a little bit neater, maybe, perhaps, ish. So what we can do is maybe we delete that for a second too. I'll bring this around. And I'll bring... Uh-oh. Okay, we'll do something like this. Okay, that'll connect. And then right in here, I can put this guy. Except we need to flip it. Whoops. We need to flip it to go this way. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna copy this and flip it. So if it's null, we will skip. Okay, that is good. That's not perfect because this thing has some stuff in it that's kind of just stuck in there, but I think it'll work. So now it looks like we're making the piece that we're trying to make. I think we are making the piece we're trying to make. So since we're only working with one layer right now, that actually could just start getting delivered right to our hub. We only need 1,000 of them, so that shouldn't take too long. Then all I have to do is copy and paste this factory 3 times. Oh, we're gonna need to paint. And in fact, we're probably gonna want to paint before we stack, or bad things is gonna happen. Okay. Well, I mean, we needed this piece anyway, regardless. And we needed this piece anyway, regardless. So, the next thing we need to do is start worrying about paint. But I think before we even worry about that, I need to start sending this stuff home. So what I'll do is we'll finish off this mission. Whoops. Let's get something like this going. We'll finish off this mission, and then maybe the next one will unlock something that actually needs paint, and then it'll force us to figure it out. So we'll get this set up. It's going to be a little slow. For some reason, it's not going, and it's because I didn't use a belt. Okay. So there we go. And I guess there's no magic to this. We could just go like this, right? I don't know. The heck, doesn't really matter, does it? They're all on the same level anyway. Okay, we'll just connect those two. There, whatever, it doesn't matter. We're just pumping them up. Okay, so that's gonna be hopefully one full belt of this item. And then all we gotta do is hook that thing up to our hub train, which, oh gosh, where even is it? I don't want to make sure we're not wrecking anything when we do this. Where's my hub train? My game's starting to lag out a little bit. We might have to get rid of some of our other factories. I'm just saying. It's starting to get a little chunky. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe it's to the point where we just start spam deleting everything and really just focus on our MAM. This is okay. It's kind of big for what it's doing, and I am not the most happy with it, but it works, and that is the most important part. Okay, well, there we go. We're making the shape. It's taken a while, but we'll get there, and then once we unlock the next one, maybe there will be some paint surprise that we have to get into, but we'll figure that out in the next one, guys. I hope you are loving the series so far. If you are, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up on this video, subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and I will see you next time.